Hi, and welcome to another interesting episode on Who Wants to Be a TV Presenter. And today's episode, we're going to be talking about talk shows. Now, I said we're going to be diving deeply into the training. And today we're talking about talk shows in real detail of it. Now, these are simple things that you just need to do before you get on air, before you come on air with your talk show. All right. Now, first, don't forget it's talk show. It's a talk show. So meaning that there's possibility of having a topic to talk about, a topic that would be the basis of the conversation for the entire show. Now, if there's a topic, what do you know about the topic? That means you have to research on the topic. Say, for instance, you're going to be talking about gender-based violence. You're going to have to research deeply about gender-based violence. You have to evaluate it properly. Research and find out what the news have about gender-based violence. You should be able to get proper definition of gender-based violence. You should be able to, identify organizations who help with gender-based violence, who help in tackling the issues of gender-based violence. Your research also would, help you with good information, handy information that are verifiable, information that would be the content that you are dishing out to the public, information that could even give you the statistics of reported cases of gender-based violence within the community where you are operating, within the environment or the state where you're broadcasting to, and of course, other places that you might have to cite examples with. So researching your topic is a must. Researching your topic is a must for you to have a successful broadcast and discussion on your TV talk show. All right. Now, as you're researching, be sure to make notes. You have to make notes. As a TV presenter, you must have a habit of writing and making notes. Making notes that you must go back to read, to refresh your memory, to refresh your mind about what the information that you have gathered. Not just making the notes and throwing the book away. Research your topic, make notes about them, and then after you have gathered all your thoughts on what you're going to be presenting on the talk show, you have to prep your producer. You have to sit down with your producer, look through all you have prepared in the sequence that you are going to be presenting them. Let your producer also have his own input in the entire discussion, the entire content of the show. And after prepping your producer, you also have to prep your guests right before you go on air. You don't want to take your guests unaware about the topic that they are going to be discussing with you. So if you have guests, you have to tell them ahead of time, feed them with some of the materials that you have gathered on the topic. When you research, you gather your materials, you make sure you share some of those important information with your guests so that they don't go out of line when you are discussing the topic on your talk show. Now, having researched and having made your notes, prepped with your producer, prepped your guests, the next thing is you have to arrive the studio early. You don't want to get caught up in traffic and then you're running late and you're just rushing into the studio just when it's few seconds or few minutes to go live. Then you'll be panting, then you'll be so disorganized. It will be difficult for you to put your thoughts together and have a very good and interesting and catchy opening. Okay, so you have to arrive your studio on time. You have to make sure you do your makeup, go to your wardrobe, do everything you need to do on time, and then arrive the studio on time. Next, as you sit in the studio waiting to go live, of course, you should make sure you have few minutes to review the content of your show. You have to go through the content with the production crew as well before you go live. You have the camera person, your technical director is there, your producers, and then you have your sound guys and all of that. So you have to as well prep your production crew that this is what we're going to be doing on the show and this is what we expect to to do on the show. If you're going to be standing, moving around, illustrating something, your camera team, they have to be aware. Your technical director has to be aware. The lightsman has to be aware, so they make you look good on screen. And then after you have prepped your production crew, you are seated there in the studio. The next thing is you get wired. The sound man comes to fix the wire, the microphone on you, so we can have proper, clear audio as we record your TV show. So when you get wired, the next thing is you get on set and sit quietly to gather your thoughts. When you gather your thoughts, I will meet you on the next episode to tell you the rest of the tips that will help you as you open up your show, as you introduce your show. All right, and that's where we'll be coming, drawing the curtain on this episode. Don't forget to join me on the next one, as we'll be talking about the rest of the tips on, running a smooth talk show as a TV presenter. All right, so this is where we're drawing the curtain on this episode. Don't forget to join me in the second part, actually, the second part of this talk show discussion that we're having today. So don't forget to join me on the second part in the next episode as we talk more on talk shows and what you do, when you get on set and the time clicks for you to open up your show and go live. I'll be helping you with some important tips that will help you to drive a very fantastic show and be the best that you can be as a TV presenter. Simply hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on your notifications to get prompt updates on all the new episodes that I'll be dropping on this channel. My name is Michael, and this is La Pen Media TV. See you on the next one.